There are literally millions of products on Amazon and new ones are being added every single day. Your ability to make money on Amazon really hinges on your strategy for how you are going to build this product, how you're going to source it, how you're going to actually make it be perceived as if it's better than your competition. Remember, there's a lot of choice out there. What we're doing is we are trying to find a particular item and then have it organically rank on the first page, hopefully on the first page for that particular keyword. Now, we want our listing to look magnificent. We want the right pictures. We want to have a great title. We want to make sure that we are using all the right keywords so that when people type that into the Amazon search results, our product is going to come up higher than some others, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of choice. This requires that you find the right keywords. Keywords are everything, okay? And that applies to anything that's on the internet. Amazon is truly all about the keywords. Once we find the exact product, once we have the keywords, we're going to take it a level deeper, okay? In the previous video, I showed you all about keywords, and now we're gonna go into Frankenstein and Scribbles, okay? We're talking about silly names here. These are part of the Helium 10 toolkit, and if you're not familiar with Helium 10, there are other software out there that is available to you, but the more I use this software, the more I realize how fantastic it really is. So we got a lot to choose from here, but right now we're going to focus on Frankenstein and Scribbles. So in the previous video, I happened to pull up this particular product, and it is basically a Chemex holder. It's a pour over coffee holder essentially. And when we have this, we're gonna be left with this massive list of keywords. In fact, filtered keywords is 1,850. That's huge, that's too many, and a lot of them aren't really gonna get the traction that we want. So what we can do from this point here, in the top right corner of Helium 10 Cerebro, once we have that list, we're going to export, and one of the options is to Frankenstein. It's going to open up this new page here, and it's going to process all of these for us. And you can see total characters 36,000, total words 6,200. From here, we want to get rid of a lot of those things that are not going to do us any good. So you can look through here. Number one, you're going to start to see things that you don't think are relevant, but you need to know for sure. But some of the things that we can do are very simple. And as you can see on the bottom, there's output settings. Here we can do things like one word or phrase per line. We can also do things like remove duplicates, which is already selected, convert to lowercase. That's important. Remove common words. Do we want things like and the to appear in our list? No, of course not. We can remove single words, maybe, if that is really something that you want to do. You can also get rid of single letters, for example. I think that might be wise depending on your situation. Each and every product, of course, is going to be different. We want to look through here. We want to make sure that we've narrowed this down. You got to do this for yourself, of course, but this is going to give you an idea of the right keywords to use, the ones that are most relevant. In the top right corner, you can actually find out the words that come up the most often, the frequency of these words organized by that. Number one is coffee. Okay, we already know that, I'm sure. Number two is maker. Number three is Chemex, and so on. So these are the terms that you definitely, absolutely want to include in your keywords, and you can continue to clean this up. In fact, if you go through Cerebro, you're going to be able to look at this on a deeper level. Maybe I only want to find ones that have a search volume of it has to have at least 300 searches. If it's any less than that, maybe I don't want it. So I'm going to hit that, I'm going to hit apply, and it's going to provide me with another list that only includes those which are a minimum of 300 search results. The list that comes up here is going to be highly relevant. It's going to be a little more concentrated. You might find this to be better. So we'll take this and again, we'll export to Frankenstein. It's going to pull this up again, and you can do the exact same thing. Now, once we're in this position here and we find that we have a good list, we think this is the right thing for our product, well, we can take this and we can save it. There are options for you to do so. Maybe you want to export it to to a CSV file. Maybe you want to be able to look at it in Excel and so on. Well, you can definitely do that. From this point here, I can actually save the results. There's something else I can do, which is to scroll down. I'm going to be able to copy, I'm going to be able to save, and there's another button that says Scribbles. Okay, so you're going to hit that and it's going to pull up another page. And imagine this, all of these keywords here that I'm finding, no longer am I going to write a listing that is simply off the top of my head. I'm going to create a listing that has all these keywords in it, and Scribbles is going to help me create a very high ranking, organically high ranking listing. This right here is amazing. I'm not aware of other tools that do this, particularly ones that are all inclusive the way that Helium 10 is. It's crazy, but that's why you see a lot of Amazon sellers turning to this particular product. Once the page opens, you're going to see all the keywords on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, we see the title, the bullet points, the subject matter, the description, and so on. This is all very important, okay? So what we're going to do here is click on apply, and that's going to change the screen. You could see the words, and then if we had any phrases, the phrases will be listed right there. And within these words, we're going to make sure that we include these, the most highly relevant terms, within all of these to try and make them rank organically higher in the Amazon search results. So Scribbles is going to help us with that and make our listing creation much easier. This right here just tells you what we are able to do with this simple software, and it makes it really structured. Okay, so we could just say something like coffee maker, just for the purposes of the video here, coffee maker, and as I'm doing that, you can see how it creates this little one icon, and that will tell you how many times that particular phrase is actually being used. You can see how I typed in coffee here again, and it's coming up a second time. So this will basically go through as a step-by-step, always there to help you out to make sure that you are using the right words within this, and again, help you to rank higher. That's Scribbles, that's Frankenstein. There's a lot more detail in this course here or at my website, theamazongps.com. I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.